As many of you may know, I tend to play a lot of Dead by Daylight, and within Dead by Daylight, every single character has their own little lovely portrait. But what if I told you that you can adjust these portraits to your liking? This is exactly what I've done. I decided to load up Blender, grab every survivor model, so every 34 of them, and I decided to make something special. I was thinking, what specific element does every single survivor have in common? Pointing. Every single killer hates it when you do it to them, but every single survivor tends to love it. After a lot of effort, I am here to represent to you the lovely pointing survivors. This entire selection of pointing survivors took me quite some time to make, but I am fairly happy with the overall result of them, I must say. Of course, not all of them are like picture perfect or whatsoever. Like some of them may need a subtle adjustment of like how they're pointing at the camera. Some of them don't have like any expression in their face. But to make this within this short amount of time was quite difficult to do, especially with there being 34 survivors in total. But what I may do as time goes on is I may tweak some survivors here and there to make every single portrait perfect to my personal liking. But I must say, with this being my first big project, it was quite a success. I'm not really certain if I will like bring this as like a pack to the public in a way. I have actually made my mind up, and I actually made it a public pack for anyone to use. The link will be down in the description. All you have to do is click on this down arrow next to DVD pointing portraits, drop down, and then press download. I mean, if a lot of people tend to like this, then maybe I will. Make sure to comment down below if you do. But yeah, who knows? Who knows really? Alright, now I will actually be showing you how to actually implement these Dead by Daylight portraits that you have found online and actually bring them into the game. All you have to do is go to Steam, that we are at right now. I'll actually bring my camera down for this. We right click on Dead by Daylight, we go to Properties, and then we check our local files, and over here you will see where your local files are located. Now my local files happen to be located in the K drive, so I will click browse. We're gonna click browse right now, and then over here we can see the actual Dead by Daylight application, so that means we're at the right place. Then the only thing we have to do next is go to Dead by Daylight here, Content, UI, Icons, and then over here you can see character portraits or char portraits. Now once we open that, you will actually see the ones that I have implemented already to test it all and make sure that it all works. Now every single artwork tends to have its own name that is known by the game's code. Now what I'm gonna be showing you is every single name of every single character, in case you're curious where which character belongs. Now there you have it. These are all the survivors that are currently within Dead by Daylight. Now if you happen to have any other character portraits that you found online, but they don't seem to work in game, you will now be able to actually locate the actual name or tag you have to give them to make them appear in Dead by Daylight. Within this icons folder, you have even more options. In case of finding special artworks for the perks, for instance, or for the items like toolboxes, medkits, keys, you name it, or item add-ons. There are all kinds of things that you can do. and this is where you do it. Now, whenever I open these perks or so, they might be empty because I don't happen to have any custom perks at the moment within Dead by Daylight. But usually when you find these maps or folders or packages online, they tend to have the actual code already linked to them. What we're gonna be doing next is opening up Dead by Daylight to show you that everything is fully working. And as you can see, we have now arrived within Dead by Daylight, and the first thing we're going to be doing is we are going to be clicking on the Survivor tab up here. And once we click on this button in the top left, where it says Survivors, you will see every little portrait appear. They might take a moment to load in, because the files I happen to have are a bit bigger, it depends on who you get it from, etc. It took like a second to load in, and there you have it. All the lovely icons are now displayed within Dead by Daylight. From top, all the way down to the bottom. Now, if you want it to look like this, if you aren't a fan of the prestige icons, all you have to do is go to the Settings tab, click on Graphics, scroll down a bit, and click Bloody Prestige Portraits off. And once you go back, you will see these lovely characters in a better fashion, I would say. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is how you do it. Fairly simple. It's really just a case of like knowing it this one time, and in the future you will be able to change it whenever you feel like it. If this video was helpful to you, make sure to like, maybe recommend this video to someone else who wants to change their characters. And I hope to see you all in the next video very soon. Peace.